Section 1. Trump's bombshell tariff, a 100% blockbuster tax. Hold on to your popcorn, folks, because things just got real in Tinseltown. President Trump, in a move that could only be described as huge, even for him, has slapped a 100% tariff on all those foreign films you know, and let's be honest, sometimes tolerate. That's right, from Bollywood epics to gritty British crime dramas, they could all be about to get a whole lot pricier. The news, as you can imagine, has sent shockwaves through the industry, leaving everyone from studio execs to independent filmmakers scrambling for their calculators. Now, before we delve into the nitty-gritty of this cinematic trade war, let's rewind to the main event. On May 5th, 2025, with the air of a man announcing a sequel to Citizen Kane, starring Ted Nugent probably, Trump declared his intention to revitalize the American film industry. His weapon of choice? You guessed it, those trusty tariffs. The Donald, in his infinite wisdom, believes that Hollywood is on life support, gasping for air amidst a sea of foreign films. But is Hollywood really on its deathbed, or is this just another case of Trumpian hyperbole? Well, the truth, as always, is a little more complicated. Yes, the industry has faced its share of challenges in recent years, from pandemic-induced shutdowns to the rise of streaming giants like Netflix and, of course, that whole existential dread thing we're all dealing with. But let's not forget that Hollywood is a resilient beast. It's survived world wars, the rise and fall of disco, and even giggly. The real question is, will these tariffs actually achieve what Trump intends, or will they simply blow up in everyone's faces like a Michael Bay finale? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, this is going to be one hell of a show. So grab your popcorn, settle in, and let's see how this Hollywood drama unfolds. Section 2, Hollywood holds its breath, unraveling the tariff tangle. Now, about those tariffs. As with most things Trump touches, the devil is in the details, and right now those details are about as clear as a Michael Bay plotline after a six-pack of Red Bull. First off, no one seems to know exactly how these tariffs will be calculated. Will it be based on a film's production cost, its box office revenue, or some bizarre combination of the two? And what about streaming services? Will Netflix be shelling out extra dough for every foreign language film in its library? Then there's the question of implementation. Will these tariffs be applied retrospectively, meaning studios could be hit with surprise bills for films already released? And how will this impact US companies that film abroad to take advantage of lower production costs or stunning locations that don't involve a green screen and a soundstage in Burbank? The lack of clarity has left the industry in a state of bewildered paralysis, unsure whether to panic, lawyer up, or just start investing in subtitles. Adding another layer of complexity to this cinematic cluster of *CK is the small matter of the World Trade Organization. You see, the WTO has this pesky little moratorium on digital goods tariffs that doesn't expire until 2026. Now, whether Trump actually gives a damn about international trade agreements is debatable. But it does raise the question, can he even legally impose these tariffs on streaming services? It's enough to make your head spin faster than a Christopher Nolan dream sequence. And if all that wasn't confusing enough, there's the issue of defining what exactly constitutes a foreign film. Is it a film with a predominantly foreign cast and crew? A film shot on location outside the US? Or does a single American extra sipping coffee in the background magically transform it into a domestic production? The lines are blurry, my friends, and the potential for loopholes is vast. One thing's for certain, though, this is going to be a field day for entertainment lawyers. Section 3, the art of the tax deal, Trump's Hollywood gambit. So what's the grand plan here? Why is Trump so hell-bent on slapping tariffs on an industry that already seems to be locked in a perpetual state of existential crisis? Well, as with most things Trumpian, it boils down to a potent cocktail of ego, nostalgia, and a healthy dose of economic nationalism. You see, Trump fancies himself a bit of a Hollywood insider. He's rubbed shoulders with the stars, hosted Saturday Night Live badly, and even had a cameo in Home Alone 2, blink and you'll miss it. But somewhere along the way, he seems to have gotten it into his head that Hollywood has turned its back on America to make America great again. Trump seems to believe he needs to make Hollywood great again, and that means bringing back the glory days of big-budget blockbusters. Preferably starring guys named Clint or Arnold, who can still rock a pair of aviators and a bazooka. He appointed a crack team of Hollywood heavyweights, Jon Voight, Sylvester Stallone and Mel Gibson, as special ambassadors to the film industry, tasked with restoring American values to the silver screen. Think of it as a cinematic version of the Make Coal Great Again campaign, only with more explosions and fewer black lung victims. The tariffs, in Trump's mind, are the perfect way to jumpstart this Hollywood renaissance. By making foreign films more expensive, he's hoping to incentivize studios to invest in homegrown talent and stories. It's a classic case of protectionist economics, with a dash of Hollywood glitz thrown in for good measure. But will it work? Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Hollywood, as we know, is a fickle beast, driven by a complex web of financial incentives, creative vision, and the ever-changing whims of the audience. Whether Trump's tariffs will be enough to lure studios away from the siren song of international co-productions and tax breaks remains to be seen. Section 4: Lights, Camera, Trade War, Global Anxieties and Uncertain Futures. Now, while Hollywood is busy trying to decipher the fine print of Trump's tariff tirade, the rest of the world isn't exactly sitting idly by. From the hallowed halls of Cannes to the bustling film sets of Bollywood, the international film community is watching this unfolding drama with a mixture of amusement and apprehension. The UK, a country that knows a thing or two about historical dramas and stiff upper lips, has expressed deep concern over the potential impact on its own thriving film industry. And with good reason. The British film industry, you see, is no slouch when it comes to churning out cinematic gold. From the Harry Potter franchise to the latest James Bond flick, UK studios have become masters of big-budget spectacle, often in collaboration with their American counterparts. But these collaborations, built on a foundation of shared creative vision and, let's be honest, favourable exchange rates, could be in jeopardy if Trump's tariffs become a reality. And it's not just the Brits who are worried. From Australia to New Zealand, countries that have become increasingly reliant on international co-productions and Hollywood money are now facing the very real possibility of a cinematic trade war. Imagine a world where Lord of the Rings is hit with a 100% tariff because, you know, hobbits aren't technically American. It's enough to make you want to reach for the nth draft. The truth is, the global film industry is more interconnected than ever before. Films are no longer simply products of a single nation, but rather collaborative efforts that transcend borders, languages, and cultural differences. Trump's tariffs, with their narrow focus on economic nationalism, threaten to unravel this delicate tapestry, potentially leading to a decline in international collaboration and a chilling effect on creative expression. So, as the credits roll on this latest episode of As the World Burns, one question remains. Will sanity prevail, or are we about to witness the dawn of a new era of cinematic isolationism? Stay tuned, folks, because this show is far from over.